Hey, welcome back to my Gemini Capsule today on YouTube. My Gemini Capsule is, of course, as you should know, surprise. It's called Cariboudatascience. What's a Gemini Capsule? Asked. Well, I'm glad you asked me that question. What you see on the screen right now is the front page to my Gemini Capsule. Okay, let's take a look at the page now. Okay, notice that the Gemini Capsule, briefly, Gemini Capsule are fast, simple, easy to use, and a fun way to actually create a web presence. Okay, that's a very simple because in here you have three different levels of headings. This is a second level heading. Okay, this is a link. Okay, you notice there's no embedded links. There's no embedded images. All you see is text. Okay, so this is second level heading. This is a link. Okay. This is a bulleted list. This is pre-formatted code. Okay, pre-formatted text. This is the code that you would run to recreate the plots you're going to see in a moment. If you come over here now, load the data for the US. Here's some more R code. Here's a bullet that tells you we're going to create a 14-day moving average, cases and deaths. Now, actually, see all this code from here on down is one code. Okay, so you'd actually put that into a single R script. Okay, more code, averages, plot of case with 14-day moving averages. Here's the code with a plot, and here's the actual plot. Notice that the plot is being stored on a GitHub page, GitHub repository. All right. So there you have the U.S. daily cases. Okay. We come on down here, plot the daily cases, plot of daily deaths with the 14-day average. Here's the code for the 14-day for deaths. And once again, here's the plot. Okay. Now, more links. Here's the video walkthrough. More links. Let's take a look at a second. Let's take a look at a second page. Maybe we can see some better examples of the headers here. Let's see some here. This is probably a first level header. This is probably a second level header. Okay. Or it could be. What's this? Wonder how that works. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's not the best one. Let's see something. Okay, this is probably first level header, second level header. Okay, this is probably third level. So you have 1 hash, 2 hash, and 3 hashes. Okay, bulleted list, pre-formatted text, and a link to a YouTube video. Okay, and that in a nutshell. Well, that's all there is. Okay, like I say, it's basically. It's actually related to what is called Gopher. It's sort of like Gopher 1.5, okay? Because it allows Gopher is just plain text, no headings, no nothing. This, of course, this allows you to create a very basic web page here, okay? There will be links to both this browser here, along with the link to my Gemini Capsule site right there. And there'll also be a link to gemlog.blue, which is hosting this site for me. Okay, but like I say, it's fast, it's light, and it's really fun to use because you can really forces you to really sort of think about what you want to put on the web page. Okay, so hopefully that made a little bit of sense. So the data set today we're looking at comes from a site called Our World in Data. And this is and the data set. This particular data set deals with cereal consumption by cereal type by person per day. Actually, it's It's kilocalories per day per person, or so it's 1,000 calories per day per person, or 1,000 times. Okay, so here we got this thing right here. Let's load some library action. Let's just read this code right here. Break down the average per capita intake of cereals by a specific cereal-based commodity, wheat, barley, so forth, cereal types, measured in kilocalories per person per day. Okay. This figure measures the primary equivalence of all the food products derived from a given commodity. Wheat represents the primary equivalence of its derived products. Okay. Here's the source. Now let's go ahead and load in our data. Okay, come back up here. Here's year. This is wheat, rice, barley, maize, rye, oats, and sorghum. You see of course, not all countries, take care of all day. Not all countries, okay, not all countries raise the crops or consume these crops. Okay, so let's pull out the world numbers. See what that looks like. So you can see the country is all world, and here's the year. So this represents, 415,000. So if I read this right, this means there's 415,000 calories consumed per day uh, per person. I think that's what that means, okay? Let's come back over here. Let's massage the data a little bit. Now you can see that there's one row for each commodity for each year, okay? So let's do a plot of commodities. Now we're going to do a summary table here. We're going to take the total number of calories by year, the median number of calories by year, and the mean kilocalories per day per year. Okay, let's run this. Now let's do a plot cereals kilocalories per person per day. Okay, so what you can see is calories back in the 80s climbed from 60 to 80. The number of calories consumed was took a huge massive spike. So this should be 1,300 times 1,000 worldwide. So let's see. I don't know what 13,000 times. So it's 1, 2, 3 times. So this should mean there's 1.2 million calories consumed. Okay, 1.2 million calories consumed worldwide per day. I think that's what that means. Okay, so let's save this plot. Okay, let's make a little change here. Let's come back up here. Let's do this. Equals 1. That's a little better. Let's do a color also. That's a little better. Oops, what happened there? Okay, good. And let's do the same thing. So now, this is 1,000 calories per day per person. Okay, times 1,000 worldwide. Okay. Now let's come down and look at a second one down here. Let's see if dark blue works. Oh, very nice. It's interesting. There seems to be some difference. 5. Okay, let's do this 1.5 also. We don't go crazy here. Okay. So this would be the average number of calories times 1,000. So it'd be 180,000 calories on average per day worldwide. Okay. We need to say this is all part of. Okay, good. So this gives us our two main plots here now. Okay. What we should do here is let's do this. Calories per day. Okay. Yeah, no, I keep tweaking this, but that's all part of the final product. Okay. Okay. So let's try these two plots one more time. Okay. So now we see this actually looks a little bit nicer. Two different color plots add a little color to the scene here. Okay. So once again, this is 1,300 calories times 1,000 for the year. Was this even right? This is 1,300 calories per year. This is 1,300 calories per year times 1,000. 1.3 million calories are consumed per year, right? We'll go with that. I'm not sure if I should have quite way to read that data, but let's get on with our plot here, okay? One. Let's do this. Okay. So this is the mean calories per day. Okay. Okay. So this is our first two plots for this data set, okay? First, let's go over here and let's do this. We need to let's just run this whole thing at the top here, okay? So I last looked at this on 7. So let's come back over here. 9. Okay, so here's some summary data. Here's the one plot we just kind of worked on there. Kilocalories per person per day per, actually this is per year, I'm guessing. Yeah, because the total, yeah, it's because the numbers are, well, they say per year. The numbers are actually, are they? If you total it by year, that's going to be the total number of kilocalories per year. Okay? So you can see, interesting enough, it peaked here at about 1,300, 1.3 million kilocalories per year. Then it actually began to decline a little bit in 2000, interesting enough. This is the average number of kilocalories per year times 1,000. So this here would be an average of 180,000 calories per year here for say 1980, okay? Per year per person, right? Okay, so that's the first part of the Gemini capsule. Now we got to come back over here, open up this. Let's close some of this. Let's do this. Let's come over here. What are we going to call this? Okay, what are we going to do here now? Okay, I can't remember what I actually did. I shouldn't have closed all those things up. There, okay, good. Our world and data. Notice this is how we do. Okay, okay. Now what let's do? Let's put let's put this line back up there. Okay. We'll try it as just plain text. We can put it as pre-formatted text if we want to. We probably won't. Oh, okay. So now we'll come over here like this. We're going to start putting our code in. Oh, let's do this up here also. Okay, there's our source. And let's just, I think you actually have to have a space and a space. Begin our code. Now we're going to start constructing our code, okay? The data, of course, should be on the GitHub repository. There'll be a link at the bottom below. Now we're going to pull out the world data. Okay, you can see here, we're going to pull out the world data. Then we're going to do a select, remove this column here. Then we create the pivot longer table. Okay, pivot longer, again, is this right there. One row for each year for each cereal type. This is commodity. All right. Okay. Then what are we doing? Then we're going to come over here. We're going to do a plot. Then we're going to create a plot here. So cereals, but okay. So we're going to load the first library here, which is kilocalories per person. Okay. Now we're going to display the first plot. Let's give it a title here. So there's the first one. Now we're going to put the second code chunk in. Here's the second plot. There will also be a video walkthrough on the site. Okay. Okay. Now, that should be the final piece of code. All right. This is a very short lesson. So let's come back over here now, pull in the second plot. Okay. Okay. Let's call this. No, that's not right. You gotta come up one. Okay, we're almost to the end of this session here now. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So that concludes the code portion of this video, That's all we got to do now. Let's come back over here. And finish recreating our now we're just going to add a few. Okay. Now let's go come down here. Okay. So now we got a few things down here, okay? We need to change this. Okay, now let's just add a code here. Where's the video walkthrough? Okay, I'll come back and add a video walkthrough once we get the okay. So this concludes the code portion, okay? Now we're going to take this information. Okay. Oh, we need to make sure this is. Okay. So now we're going to take this. We're going to turn this into our page. So now let's take a look here. Serial consumption by serial type. Okay, and here we go. So this is a level 2 header. This is a link to our data. This is a quote from the data. This is a source for the data. And now here's our code. Okay? Beginning our code. Oh, I forgot? I forgot the libraries. I forgot my libraries. Let's come down here. Can't forget our libraries. All right, there we go. Now let's come back over here now. Let's edit this code. We need to add our libraries back in here now, don't we? That should be a deep. Okay, let's come back here. There we go. So let's reload this. And here we go. This is our final plot. Okay. Sources down here, our world in data. Actually, I probably should change. Oh, let's do one more thing. Let's convert. I'll leave it that way for right now. Okay, so code, plot. Oh, wait a second. That wasn't the right plot, was it? Eh, we'll leave it that way for right now. It's not the plot I wanted up there, but that's fine. So once again, what do you got? Second level header, link, text, pre-formatted text, third level header, link, external link, and resources. Okay. Now I'm going to conclude this video right here. Then I'll add a link to the walkthrough in like 5 minutes. Be sure to stop by to the Gemini site in 5 minutes, and I'll have a link to this video walkthrough. Okay. Thanks so much.